We'll come to the story in a minute. Here's how they line up for the first of today's races. This is the partial reverse grid with Max Hall on pole position from Jamie Osborne, Lydia Walmsley on row 2 with Nelson King. Yesterday's winner, Dan Zelos, completing the reverse part of the grid. He lines up on the inside of row 3. Josh Porter to his outside, then it's Brad Gravitt and Lewis Selby. Nathan Edwards and James Griffith next up from Tom Ovenden and Matt Hammond on row 6. Row 7, Jamie Going, welcome to the championship, Jamie. Dom Wheatley is next up, then Marlo Cordell and Josh Price. Welcome to Mini's Josh Price. Dylan Hodgson and Cam Richardson next for the sports from Rowan Lundy. Albert Webster's back with us as well. Welcome back, Albert. Chris McKenzie and Ben Crossley complete the grid. Paul, you did a double take when I said Jamie Going on the grid because it was at Walt Niels in the car yesterday.
Yeah, I completely forgot that Jamie was doing this race at Jam Sports. So yeah, this will be good. Good pedallers, Jay.
He's 4 of his 5 race wins in the BRSCC Fiesta Championship were here. So probably fancied his chances a little bit, but it's a bit different, isn't it, to a Fiesta?
Yeah, just a bit. Loads more power, a lot more grip, but great racing, and yeah, he'll have his eyes wide open.
He will. Where do we start with the stories, though? I guess the big story yesterday was Lydia Walmsley's little team, first podium for Lydia. Family team, small team, but it's always a bit uncomfortable, sort of bigging up girls in motorsport because sometimes you get told off for doing it too much. But first podium for her, first girl to get a podium at this level in mini racing, which was superb. So well done, Lydia. From 9th on the grid as well, I hasten to add.
Yeah, exceptional, and like you say, you don't want to harp on about it too much because she's a human at the end of the day, but it was excellent. I've really felt for Lydia because she's been so close and then, had a problem with the gearbox at Donington. Yep. But great stuff, and thank you to Lydia for donating to my little charity bike ride that I'm taking part in this week. So thank you, and you, Richard.
We do our best. Dan Zelos, I'll tell you, was mega yesterday on his social media. The first thing he put on his social media was well done to Lydia's team, being a small team and getting on the podium. Dan, what a super guy. They're all great.
Dan knows. But yeah, no, it's great. And this is going to be a great race. All I've seen on my social media is Max Hall going sideways in every session and every race that he's competed in this weekend. So he's going to be super special to watch off pole.
He's still learning a lot of the tracks with the car, of course, is Max Hall. He's already bagged wins so far this year. There's Ben Crossley, youngest driver in the championship, Ben, in the JCW Sport category, new for this year. We'll try and keep an eye on Ben and some of the other drivers there, but good to see Ben out there. Has many wins in karting, that youngster, and as I say, big ask for the youngster coming in here at just 16 years of age. So he's turned 17, I think, in the summer, so he's going to be going off the back in this one. Very nearly underway. So Max Hall and Jamie Osborne on the front row of the grid. Let's see who's going to be quickest off the line. It's a good start by Hall, good by Osborne as well. Lydia Walmsley gets away and consolidates 3rd place at the moment as they run down into Riches for the first time. Osborne going wide and I think has got the run. Osborne's got the lead ball.
Wow, that was an amazing effort round the outside, wasn't it? Just had so much confidence in the grip of the rear tyres. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, he's got the lead as they go into the hairpin for the first time. We've got Nelson King having just a little look at Lydia Walmsley to try and challenge for 3rd place. We've got a quick look there. The gold top car of Albert Webster, remember, had a rollover on Saturday at Donington, was not cleared medically to race at Brands Hatch, but is back and has taken 2 wins in the sport category. So we'll try and look at the sport category as the race goes on. We've got 20 minutes to cover everything if we can. But yeah, super stuff from Osborne.
Oh wow, look at that, Nelson King. Yeah. Lydia had that covered off, didn't she? And she's still in 3rd place, which is good. A lot of side-by-side. Matt Hammond in the red 888 car. I think it was Wheatley in the 14 getting past him, wasn't it? And Ovenden as well in the 24.
Yeah, Don Wheatley had a podium yesterday, had a great race with Nathan Edwards. Very, very wet race. This is much drier. And I think, to be fair, the wet conditions helped Lydia, who was saying to me at Brands Hatch they were down on power. And obviously the wet, the old cliche, it's a great leveller, but clearly worked for them as Marlo Cordell, Jam Sport car, has a look at the inside run there on Jamie Going in the 46 car.
Yeah, that'll be a nice little battle down to under the bridge. I don't know if the bridge is still a bit damp under there, little damp patches, but difficult to get a move done. Look, it's still a little bit damp on the inside line, isn't it? As they all come through and go under the S's, but side by side, all very nice.
Yeah, Jamie Going coming under little bit of pressure there from Josh Price in the 28 car, ex-British Touring Car Championship driver, British GT run. You might remember him in the Clio Cup. But now Max Hall is in front. So Max Hall pulled it all back together, got into the lead.
Wow, that must have been a little bit of a mistake that by Osborne. And as I've just said that, you've just seen a little mistake by Max. But Max has got the job done. Look at Lydia. Lydia into the back now. And you can see a little bit of debris just being flicked up. Might have been off the track, that. But is that Lydia going for the lead? No, that's Nelson King
it's
going.
Nelson, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, she's dropping back.
Yeah, she is. Wonder if it's a power issue again for Lydia, down into 4th place. This is the circuit where she won in the Cooper Championship back in the day. Lewis Selby looking to move up as well.
Oh, wow.
Change for second. Nelson King goes through on the inside of Osborne, so it's going to be King versus Hall up front if he can close in. Lydia Walmsley having a little bit of a struggle there in the 82. Probably going to do a rain dance after this one, I'd imagine.
Oh, I don't know, mate. She's round the outside. Go on, Lydia. Keep it pinned. Oh, someone's got a bit of a problem there. Lydia keeps her foot in round the outside. Look at that. She's going to have a nose in front, but she won't be able to get in front of him down at the hairpin because he'll keep his nose there. Osborne gets the place back. This is exceptional stuff. Go on, Lydia. Give it back.
So hangs on the outside momentarily, then loses out, so Osborne gets the position. Lydia will try and regain speed and momentum, maybe have a go at the next corner. Dan Zelos is next up. It's Brad Gravitt that went wide. There is Brad in the number 10. Difficult adjustment for feet, getting used to the Accelerate livery for Brad this year. Different livery. Don Wheatley is in behind him as well. Sport category is... We'll come back to Sport. Webster, I think, has come through from the back, Webster, to lead the Sport category away on his own. We've got Rowan Lundy in the development car, the Sustainable Fuel Development car, and he's going to give Albert a run, certainly did in qualifying.
You see the front of Maximus Hall's car, the leader, the front left, was actually flapping under the bridge, like quite aggressively. You go on board now with Cordell. Great on board this. Watch this. So this is slow stuff. Second gear, up to third, now firing all the way down now to the bomber. Watch this. They're just turning. This is a little lift and back on the power. And these cars now, if you stay on board as he goes into 5th gear, you can see into Coram. This is proper sketchy stuff. This car will start to move around under braking. Look at it, it's so fast. I love this car and it's brilliant.
One of the things I love about the Minis as well is that Marlowe Cordell, he's so varied. Marlowe, you couldn't keep him off the podium around the go, could we? And he's a little bit further back today, but he's still getting stuck in with former Cooper champion in the 888 car, Matt Hammond, immediately ahead of him. Matt not racing in the Radicals this weekend. The University of Derby team not with us, so he can focus very much on his racing in the JCWs. Lydia, I think, is coming back, and is going to be aided and abetted by Dan Zelos in the number 1 car, who is, if she's not careful, is going to nip up the inside. Lydia here looking at the outside run to get the inside for Palmer, so she's speculating to accumulate here.
Yeah, definitely. She'll have the inside line now. Dan Zelos will want to play. Oh, wow. She's just backed off there and let Dan go around the outside. I don't know if she's got an intermittent problem. It looks like she has great power and then the car just backs off. Everyone's like really attacking her, or she's really attacking them. Weird in a straight line.
Yeah, Brad Gravitt next in the queue with Don Wheatley down behind as well. Whatever happens in this one, Lydia will know that she's got that podium pace when everything just falls right for her. And as I say, Super Drive up from 9th on the grid, which really does show how competitive the JCWs are. All the teams and Ria, who's the championship coordinator, working hard to get cars on the grid. And the guy who ran the sustainable car last time out, believe it or not, I think he's coming back later on, so he's actually coming into the championship proper.
Perfect, that's what we want, exactly what we want. Leader's looking good though, isn't he?
Max Hall, yeah, once he got in front, it's going to be difficult, isn't it, to beat Max. We've not seen shining form from him so far this weekend, but this is really where you've got to take that opportunity, isn't it, on the reverse grid race, as Osborne gets the attention of, well, Lydia's still there, isn't she, down behind Dan Zelos. And let's not forget Nelson King in 2nd place as well, so King looking a second or so away from Maximus Hall at the minute.
Something's going on there. Lydia's actually got a purple sector in the 2nd sector now, so her car is rapid. It really is on fire. That 82. She's gonna have a chance of a podium again here, because these two are battling. Look how close she is to Zelos now, but the other two now are into the back of her. This is looking tasty.
Yeah, it's a train, isn't it? Do you look ahead, do you look back, or do you do both as best you can? So Lydia challenging Dan Zelos. Here they go along the straight. Here is the race leader. There's Nelson King in blue in second position, and this train all fighting over third. Zelos has a little look, just jinks to the inside, nothing doing there, and he didn't fully commit, but now he's going to have a look. There's Osborne goes wide, and Zelos uses his racecraft in the JCWs to go through to third.
Oh, brilliant stuff. It looks like Bradley Gravitt is going to now go down the inside. Wheatley's having a look. Gravitt gets the job done. Well, this is where she lost the place last time. She turned in a bit early and got a bit of a whip off the puddle on the inside, but she's done better this time. She's still there though. She's still there. So what happened here then? That was just a little bit wide from Osborne, and that let Zelos through, didn't it? And then down the inside, Gravitt, the door was opened, and she did her best, but yeah, she couldn't quite get back on form.
And like
she's back past him.
Yeah. Good stuff, isn't it? So she's got to try and chase down Jamie Osborne now. Hall still out front. He's got the fastest lap as well. The advantage of clear circuit for Max Hall. We know he's got the pace. A little bit of on board with Marlowe Cordell once again. So Matt Hammond's still in front of him, and a great gaggle of cars in front of Marlowe. He's got Josh Price behind him. And we see the outfield shot from Marlowe, but yeah, this is a real technical hard work track, isn't it?
Yeah, very difficult. You'll be pulling for 6th gear now, and these cars are so fast. You've got big old lump in the front, 2-litre turbo, producing some big horsepower in the car. But yeah, Lydia is just like snakes and ladders. Like, one time she's up, next time she's down. So I don't know whether she's got some intermittent problem, but when she hasn't, look at that.
That was a good shot.
That was the last.
Oh, Matt Hammond!
Oh, Matt Hammond. So that big load of water that got flashed up on Marlowe Cordell's car was from Matt Hammond dropping a left rear. Then the next time he asked the left rear to work, it went, no thanks, mate, and fired him. Look at that, big up in the air. That was Bradley Gravitt. But Matt Hammond, he just cooled that left front tyre. What a great shot that was. So as soon as he turned in and look, the left rear give up and went, good luck, mate. Lucky boy. That could have been straight
Our
in.
director knew that was going to happen. That's why he did it.
That's why he went on board, yeah. That's why he went on board.
Amazing coverage, that's fortuitous. So Brad Gravitt and Dom Wheatley having a good battle here. Dom was up on the podium. It just goes to show how things are shaken around. Dom in the replacement race for the one we missed at Donington was in 3rd place. Nathan Edwards, who's a little bit further back in the Interclaim car, there he is, just taking the apex of the corner, a couple of cars further back. Had a super race with him. Nathan was top rookie yesterday, held 3rd place in the race earlier on. Very busy weekend for these racers, 4 races. They all love it, and thank goodness that Mini Challenger managed to get that Donington race back for them.
Yeah, definitely. They've done a great job fitting it all in the schedule, but it doesn't matter. The only saving grace is that it's been pretty cool this weekend, and obviously a bit of rain, so you're not working too hard in the heat. Usually when we come to Snetterton, it's proper blistering. I was at Alton Park yesterday and I was getting a suntan with shorts on. I've turned up here and I'm like dressed like the Antarctic. It's horrendous. You still got your jacket on? That's not like you, Rich.
Oh, no, it's cold in here today, isn't it? Not too bad. So there's Brad Gravitt up ahead of Dom Wheatley. Dom trying to bag a few more points along the way. He's in 7th place at the moment. Max Hall, of course, is top rookie. 2nd rookie is Nathan Edwards, who's down in 9th. So I don't think it's much question of Max Hall. But again, to give you the perspective, this is the partial reverse grid, and it's based on the finishing positions from yesterday's technically first race of the meeting, which Josh Price had double pole. He didn't finish yesterday, so he started off the back. But when we see the next race for the Minis, Josh Price is going to be on pole. Completely different complexion.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing how Josh gets on in... who was that then? I was looking at the timing screen. Someone's just been... Who's dropped out of that? Selby.
Lewis Selby. Oh, that's a shame. The weekend not going the way of Lewis. Was 2nd in the standings coming into this weekend, and Napa Racing UK Mini breaking down. A little bit of a problem. We've got Josh Porter in front of us now, the youngster who does graphics for a living.
Look at this. He's coming for the big send round the outside. I've got to say happy birthday to Josh Porter's granddad. He's 82 today. And he's here, biggest fan of Josh's, so he'll be well happy with this. Look at the oversteer. That wasn't anything to do with the aero wash off the back of that car in front. It was actually just him having to check up, and the rear of the car just
Marlowe's
trying
going
to
for the move, isn't he? Down the inside. Marlowe Cordell is going to be able to just nip across. He does. Josh Price is coming through as well in the 28, so Josh Price having the door open for him by... Oh, it didn't quite make it through, Josh, so Josh Price with Josh Porter immediately in front of him.
Yeah, that was it's been good on board, hasn't it? There, it's not an on-board that's right out the way up the front. It's right in the thick of the action. So yeah, really impressed with Josh coming into the championship and having that double pole, and I can't wait to see what he can do later on.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Remember back in the day, remember the silly fact about him? Do you remember he went to the same hairdresser as Gluey? Phil Glue.
Yeah.
That was the silly fact.
Says a lot.
So yeah, Marlo Cordell, further back than we used to see, as I say, regular on the podium, but this is so competitive this year, this championship, and you know, wherever you look, there are podium potential right the way through the JCW class, to be absolutely honest. I mean, there's nobody that you'd be surprised if they made it onto the podium. Maybe take a bit of an opportunity to talk about the sport category. It's Albert Webster who's up front at the moment from Rowan Lundy. Dylan Hotchin is next up from Ben Crossley. Ben's made up a couple of places as well in the sport category. I know some of the sport category drivers saying, oh, he didn't give us much coverage, but we do genuinely try and keep an eye on it, and we are doing that in the timing screen. But we've got things going on here with Marlo Cordell and Rainey Cook, champion Tom Avenden having a race.
Yeah, having a proper race here. Look at this. It's all going off. Look at the different lines, but look at the car just big sideways. And that is you just trying to get slowed down for Murray's the last corner, and it's really difficult. The cars just don't want to turn and slow down at the same time, and you're trying to get slowed down going at 120 mile an hour with a bit of right lock on to turn left. The cars are like on ice through there. It's really difficult corner.
Yeah, great fun though for the drivers. Josh Price telling me how much he's actually bought that car as well, by the way. So we are going to see Josh a little bit later on, some other rounds. I think because he's missed the first 2 rounds, technically he's out of the championship. So not sure whether it'll be a guest driver, but it's one of the hybrid tune cars from last year that he bought, by the way. Yeah,
good car. That'll be spot on. Windscreen wipers on for Lydia. That will be. Is it drizzling? There was a couple of cars on, unless there might have been a bit of a splash from the car in front, but it could be a bit of drizzle. There was a couple of cars. Wow, there's a bit of drizzle apparently, because there is a lot of cars with the windscreen wipers on. This will spice things up a bit if it's raining harder in other places, like under the S's.
Yeah, this could make things interesting. I'm not sure what the forecast was. It's been on and off the last couple of days, but Lydia got a little bit of breathing space at the moment. She's in 5th. I tell you what, at the start of the meeting, Lydia would have taken a 5th place. Never mind the podium she got from 9th in race 2 of the weekend, and particularly with Brad Gravitt and Don Wheatley, regular podium finishers right behind her as well. It's the...
Oh, you don't want to be running out wide there. That will spit you in the barrier. What I'm interested in is Dan Zelos in 3rd place, catching Nelson King by half a second, 7/10 a lap.
And fastest lap of the race on the last lap for Zelos, who will want some more points. This is home tarmac, isn't it? Lives at Dereham, not too far away. As we continue to watch Don Wheatley, who's going to start to have a little play and a look around the outside. Is this going to be momentum as he goes through the bottom hole? Look for the inside run, just loses out a little bit as they go through there and head down towards Coram. But Wheatley having a very good lap now. This is the battle that Paul was talking about. Dan Zelos closing in. Let's have a look and see where... There's Osborne coming through, Lydia Walmsley, next battlers are still there. Wheatley is all over the back of Bradley Gravitt, but he's got Nathan Edwards closing up as well. Nathan Edwards is the next car in the group.
Wow, it's happening, isn't it? There's these battles, there's a little bit of drizzle again by the looks of it. But yeah, there we go then. So it's all happening, and Walmsley looks like she's got rid of that problem. She's gapped the 3 behind, and yeah, Nathan Edwards will want to get involved in this.
Yeah, Wheatley won't want Nathan under his rear spoiler. In fact, Wheatley not bothered at the moment, has a little lock up. He's having a go, isn't he? But he did not want to go into the back of the car in front, so he jammed the anchors on, and you saw how that worked. But it's allowing Nathan Edwards to close up. Not the scenario here for Don Wheatley that he wanted.
No, jammed the anchors on. You sound like my dad.
Well, probably the same age bracket, to be fair.
My dad's 80. How old are you?
Well, not there yet.
Oh, right. Jam the anchors on. Oh, I haven't heard that for years. I love that.
We're in Nelson's County. You've got to do a little bit of a shipping metaphor. He's going for it now. And Wheatley dives up the inside line. And look at Nathan Edwards trying to get in the mix as well. Great move by Wheatley. Very well timed. And that technically, as he stopped, he timed it so well that he stopped Nathan Edwards coming through as well. Beautiful driving that was. I tell you what, cigarette paper between those 3 cars, but damage on the back there, I think, of Gravitt's car. Could see, look at the diffuser, he's had contact. Oh, that might be looked at, because if that comes off at high speed,
He wants to get rid of that, but yeah, he's had a tag at the back, isn't he?
He's going to be going for an Andy Butler moment, isn't he? Andy Butler's the clerk of the course, so Andy's going to be. They're always busy, all the clerks, to be perfectly honest. So
Very.
Andy will sort them out. Andy Butler, good man. So Wheatley now, the job now he's got in front is to try and pull away and close in on Lydia Walmsley, but this is what you predicted. And Zelos is going for it round the outside at Coram. Brave stuff. He's got the inside line into Murray's. What about that?
That is sensational from Zelos. I tell you, you cannot do that. That is ridiculous. I've tried it once and I've ended up backwards. That is confidence in your machinery. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's why he's got the number 1 on the car, but Nelson King, he's fighting back. He's going to look at the outside, a little bit of a wake-up tool for the Laser Tools car. Zelos gets the just confirmation of the fastest lap from a couple of tours ago there on screen for. Here it is, though.
How's he done that? That is outrageous. That's 120 miles an hour in 5th gear around the outside at Coram. And once that nose is in front, Nelson King opens the door and says, "You are stupid. Good luck on your tour, my man." But as that released him for the lead, this will be stupendous.
It's going to be interesting. To be fair, Nelson King didn't do anything stupid at Coram either. We've seen lesser drivers would have taken him out wide, given him contact. So fair play, Nelson. Great racing. A podium will be good to getting him points and back on track. Wheatley now is ahead of Lydia Walmsley, so another place for Tom Wheatley.
Wheatley has made up a few places there. He's gone like past 3 people in the last few laps. That's good effort. Really good effort. 2 minutes to go. Can Zelos win this race? I think he might be able to challenge.
You're usually right with your mini predictions. I remember Lewis Selby, before he got out of the pit lane at Donington Park, you said that he was going to win it, and he did. And let's see what he can do. So Wheatley followed by Lydia Walmsley. Ahead of them, it is Osborne, King in 3rd now, and Dan Zelos 2nd, and Max Hall next up. Max Hall will be difficult to catch. Now, for Zelos, this is kind of like a replay of last time we saw the cars at Brands Hatch. He was stuck behind Hall for most of the 2 races that Hall won, and the temperature-wise, he just couldn't do it at Brands Hatch. But there's more opportunity here at Snet, so particularly if Hall has moments like that to go fast.
Oh, he can't lean on that tyre. He's in big trouble now because he leant on that left rear, and now it's cold, and Zelos is going, yes, let's have it. Look at his car now. This is it. Game on.
Yeah, we got another lap to go, so 3 miles of racing from Snetterton to go from the Vertu Motors Mini Challenge. The JCW Mini is giving us great entertainment. Slightly uphill here along centre straight. Max Hall the leader. It's Dan Zelos in P2. He's already just showing the mirrors. Just wants to pop the car into the mirrors of the man in front to hassle him. We know that Hall is probably already very well aware that the 2nd place driver is there. Dan Zelos has been smooth so far, closes up under braking into the Wilson hairpin.
He's gone wide again, he's gone wide again.
A bit squeaky there, Paul.
Sorry.
And now down towards Palmer. I'll keep it on the bass tones. You do the sopranos, Paul. Here we go, into Palmer. Now, watch this, slightly off camera as they come out of that. Hall goes wide. Dan Zelos is still not quite close enough to make the move. He's going to do it at Coram again. He's closing up again big time, going for the racing line into Agostini.
His front tyres are done. He's wide at every corner again. He's locked up, and Zelos knows he's got a chance. This is close. This is 2 drivers. This is a statement. Whoever wins this is saying, I want this championship. This is brilliant.
Dan Zelos, well, he doesn't need the extra points, but he knows that every win can count as you head in towards the closing run of the season. After the next race, 1 more race after that, we're at the halfway point of the season. It's gone so quickly because we've got the Coopers coming in, closing in. He's starting to get the tone. Now, Bentley Straight, what's the plan?
This is it. Look, he's going to be... This is the braking zone under the bridge is so difficult. The right rear has everything. I think you're going to see Maximus Hall now either bin it or win it.
Let's have a look. Zelos is having a look. He's going to look down the inside. He can't quite do it, but he's putting pressure on. He's on the outside right here. Hall on the inside. Now Zelos going to go for the switchback. He sticks his nose down the inside into bomb hole. Zelos has got the overlap. Is he going to be able to hang on, or is there a better run around the outside? Hall hangs onto it, still side by side.
Absolutely stunning. Round the outside. Can he stick it round the outside? Look, they're all getting involved. Is King going to win this? No, Zelos, brilliant.
Oh, Max Hall's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. No, he's got it. He kept his foot in. He holds onto it, but Dan Zelos has got the lead. Oh, Hall's coming back along the centre straight. Nelson King. King in blue is coming up as well, but Dan Zelos is going to get the win. It's side by side for 2nd. A drag race for P2. It's Zelos getting King. King 2nd.
What?
What a race, what a final lap. Nelson King, never ever say die. And now look at 3 wide here as well. You've got to come mini racing if you're having a look at it. Marlowe Cordell in the camera car gets the better of all those. Where did Marlowe wind up? It was in 7th place, that battle. Cordell from Ovenden, Brad Gravitt wound up 9th, he's going to be frustrated with that. Then Josh Porter, Josh Price, Nathan Edwards wound up down in 12th. What a final lap. Anyone looking, and we've still got races coming. Albert Webster coming across the line now is there. This is the battle for the JCW Sport. Look at Rowan Lundy having a go as well. And I think Albert Webster has made it 3 out of 3 this weekend. Let's just check. He did get the better of Rowan Lundy. We haven't seen Rowan and had the chance to talk about it. I do apologise that we haven't been able to